We are having a board meeting primarily, but we try and have every second board meeting out of Sydney in different places around the country, and really that's about listening to the community. So in this instance we'll go and have a community event, meet people, answer questions about Congress, but also listen to some of the concerns they might have locally and see how we can incorporate that in our policy settings. Every location, every part of Australia has differences. Obviously, there is some similarities, but you know, the environments are different, the people are different, the cultures are different, and really it is about our opportunity to come and listen to what people on the ground think we can do at a national level to support their aspirations. And we were talking to the chairperson of the Torres Strait Islander Regional Authority at morning tea, and he was talking about some of the challenges around keeping their languages alive. We know that we've supported languages work at a national level, and we've just seen a new budget announcement about additional language funding. So,
out of far ones like Murray and Saibai, the language is still fairly strong in the community.
So they'll use the traditional language as a first language, not Pidgin?
In the community, that's right. But in the inner islands, it's Pidgin more spoken in the community than language. Only the older people talk language. So,
but
basically,
both languages are still working languages.
Different
ways.
Different ways from communities to community.
Right.
So that's why parents and grandparents, especially, are trying to bring that language back.
So there are two regional languages that are critically endangered. So they're critically endangered. And previously the Torres Strait region has been excluded from the, whatever it is, 9.8 billion that often manages in. So that was one of the recommendations or the outcomes of this review, was just that the region, and TSRA has been sort of really called on to be the language support.
Well, the fact is that money that is available, and even with the new addition, it doesn't go very far. You know, we talk about across Australia, you're talking 250 plus languages, and you're talking about languages that are in existence and languages that they're trying to revive. It just doesn't reach. Languages and culture is a very, very important area. So it was useful to get information about how the languages are going here, the traditional languages, but I was very interested to see whether schools were teaching the languages, or whether it was still being left up to communities and families to encourage languages in their communities, and what effort was being made to expand the number of speakers of traditional languages up here. So it was useful information to hear, and I think also shows that as Congress we're on the right track, that we have to be pushing for greater assistance going to these communities so that their language is not going to disappear in the future. Yes, this is a very important meeting for the Congress board. At the last national meeting we promised a number of Torres Strait Islander delegates that we would come to the region, and that if possible we'd have a board meeting here so that Torres Strait Islanders can meet with the board members, but most importantly understand what Congress is about and how Congress is able to help their situations in this community. Of course, besides having our meeting and doing our business, it's really valuable for us to be talking to community members. These sorts of exchanges with people who sit on the national board and people who are in the communities wondering what is happening about their affairs are most important, and also that people in communities know that we're not aloof or distant from them, you know, that we're very much a part of their existence, and that we're able to be contacted and receive communications when matters are important.